Scardino with us. Fire away your questions when ready.
Hey, Ethan, you outshot Lake Superior 42-22. Is there anything else you could have done today, or just a situation of bad luck?
Definitely put a couple more in than that. Obviously, we want the shots, but the goals are what counts. Obviously, it's unfortunate we got that one called off, but it's the way the game goes. So
tomorrow is a senior night. You spent all 5 years here at BG. Is there any specific emotions going through your head for tomorrow's game?
Just trying not to think about it, to be honest. It's going to be emotional. Obviously love this place, so it's going to be tough leaving it. But, game's more important than that. We got to get it done tomorrow.
You need a win tomorrow to clinch home ice advantage. How much would it mean to get a home ice advantage for the first round of the playoffs? Oh,
it'd be great. Obviously, these fans all year have been amazing, and if we can, when we do that, it'd be awesome to host, and really looking forward to it. So we got to get it done tomorrow.
How much experience do you have in the playoffs, and how do you think that's going to look going for this coming up playoff?
I wouldn't say too much. I don't know. I feel like every game is kind of a playoff game, especially in the second half of the year. It's just kind of whose will outwill the other team. So, looking forward to it. So,
got an assist tonight. Can you talk us through kind of what happened on that sequence where you got the assist and the goal happened?
Fightsy was just working down low. I was trying to support. Just kind of threw it to the net, and then Reg picked it up and made a good play. So, it was nice to see that go in. I would have loved to see more go in, but, unfortunately, it didn't happen.
You guys had built a couple leads in that first period. How'd you feel like you kind of got off to a start tonight? They had a response, but it seemed like you got off to the jump you were hoping for.
Yeah, it was great start. It was a lot of back and forth. We need to come out with that energy tomorrow, and just kind of play with it throughout the whole 60 minutes. Don't dip too low. Stay even keeled throughout the whole game. So, just keep doing that tomorrow.
Christian, first action in almost 4 weeks. How do you feel like he fared in net today?
I'm never really worried with either of our goalies in the net. Stove he can play the puck. He's very comfortable when he's back there. So he makes my life a lot easier. So.
Any questions? Great. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you.
We have head coach Dennis Williams here with us. Fire away questions and ready.
Yeah, well, a couple goals in that first period, had a couple leads, when they're thinking 2-1. How do you feel like the guys got started here tonight?
Well, there was a bit of a back and forth kind of first there. He didn't hang on to a lead, and some careless penalties at the wrong time, in the wrong parts of the ice, often, and so that's what I probably think of the first.
Goose in particular with a great shot, kind of to open things up on the power play.
Yeah.
I know that was the one that you got the result on, but did you feel like the power play, for the most part, was where you wanted to be tonight?
Yeah, we had some good looks on it. I'd like to tomorrow. We got to do a better job being over top of their goalie. I thought he saw it too much, especially when we go from the top to a flank. Unless you get, take away their vision, you're not going to score on them. So we were getting some shots out from on the side, but with no traffic, that's just a routine catch, for that goalie. So a couple adjustments we're gonna have to make there.
Did they kind of tell you anything about that pause after Goose's goal at all, with the lengthy delay, or we were kind of trying to figure out what was going on?
It was just we were trying to figure out based off of the sheets of lineups. There was a player on the ice that wasn't on the sheet that we get at the beginning. So we were asking that, and we were informed that there's no such thing as an official score sheet, is what I was told. So that was the first that I've heard. So I'm not sure what I get post-game, so it must not be official. I'm not sure. That's all I was given, and I think they were trying to figure it out. But something that, at the end of the day, that the league and everyone's got to look into and make sure that what we're handing in, and signing off at the beginning is got to be, true. But the refs, they did a good job there trying to find it, and they're calling up top, I think it was, but I'm not sure, because it just doesn't make sense. If there isn't one, then I should just be able to substitute players after every period. Nobody would know, So that's what we're trying to get an understanding of, from the officials, and they were great with it. They didn't really have an answer, unfortunately. So that's how it goes.
Was it really they didn't allow the second disallowed goal? Was it maybe the stick was altered? Ethan was in the crease? Was that
Yeah,
what was happening?
they didn't tell me what it was, but on review you could see Max Martin knocked the goalie stick, prior, as the puck was kind of behind the net, off it, and as he pushed, that stick was in the air. So that was the right call.
Yeah, and the first one too, it was kind of a whistle that was involved with Emerson's goal being waved off, wasn't it?
Yeah, so trying to understand momentum of the puck, from going in. They said that if it was on the original shot, that I believe they said it would have counted, but because Quinn pushed in the puck after that, it was considered no goal due to him, getting the puck over the line versus the original shot. So it was a real dull, slow, boring time there for a bit, was it not? With the challenges, with the lineup, it wasn't a fun part of the game. That's not how the game is meant to be played. It's meant to be action-filled, exciting, and that took a lot of time on all facets, from all the challenges. And yeah, it's unfortunate, but you got to make sure that the rules are in place and the rules are upheld.
Yeah, and the teddy bear toss kind of added a little bit to that.
Oh, yeah.
The students have been, kind of maybe heading out for spring break and whatnot, but it still seemed like the crowd was pretty awesome.
Crowd was great. Loud, band was great. We did a lot of good things. Like, I don't know what it finished up on the unofficial score sheet I got at the end of the game. Stated that, I think we had 29-9 shots on net in this last. We got to score goals, right? Like, that's what it comes down to there. And we had our chances, we had our looks. They scored and capitalized on a face-off goal there, and we got beat clean. We can't get beat clean on D-zone face-offs, and it was on and off that guy's stick quick, And then we started when we pulled Christian. You finally saw desperation. We need that desperation for 60 minutes. We don't have time to flip on and off the light switch. We got to go just like you're playing without a goalie every shift, off it. And but again, we put ourselves still in a position, and our guys have warranted that for their play this season. Now we just got to come out tomorrow and gunner up a split.
How do you feel like Christian battled through his first action really in 4 weeks here?
Yeah.
Start tonight.
Yeah, I got to go back through the goals. Off it. It was nice to get him back in action, and like I said, it's our job now to evaluate and kind of see how everything breaks down. And a lot of times when goals are in on goalies, right, everyone goes back to, everyone just watches the goal go in and dictates good goal, bad goal on the goalie, right? But 99.9% of them probably happen somewhere down the ice that 2, 3, 4, 5 mistakes occurred prior to that, right? And unfortunately for goalies, they're the end all, reason there when a puck goes in, and it's not fair to them either, So, I got to digest this, break down some video, and kind of get, my head wrapped around everything, and put together as a staff what we think's the best lineup to go tomorrow, and try to get us those 3 points.
Coach, tomorrow's a senior night, so we've had players on this team who've been here for 5 years. What does just that whole group of seniors and graduates mean to this team?
Yeah, they've been great. It's been a fun year. Working with them, coaching them. And they've definitely made, selfishly my time coming to the rink fun. They come to the rink every day, work hard, compete hard. They've been great ambassadors of BGSU hockey, and obviously tomorrow they got a lot of family in, so I'm sure there's a lot of emotions, and it goes without saying. But I've been real happy with collectively as a whole group of just how good they've been in that locker room. Like I said, they come every day wanting to get better. They lead the charge every day, and that's all you can ask for out of your leadership group of seniors and grad students.
With a win in regulation tomorrow, you guys will clinch home ice advantage. What would that mean to host a playoff round here at the Slater Family Ice Arena?
I don't know. We just got to win tomorrow. There's been talk for 2 weeks about hosting right off it, and I think that can be such a distraction. I'm more concerned about us playing the right way. And if we do that, then we'll see what happens, right? But at the end of the day, we got to get out of thinking to the future. We got to focus on the now. I'm not worried about next weekend. I'm not worried about what just happened. I got to get in, break video, regroup, reconvene as a staff, and tomorrow we got to get up, get refocused, and get reset.
You mentioned how there was a lot of stoppages for teddy bear toss, the challenges.
Mm-hmm.
Does that kind of throw off your team's mojo as you're kind of waiting around?
Well, I don't. It goes both sides, off it. I don't. I probably wouldn't have said anything if I didn't think it was going to take 25 minutes or whatever it took. I figured it would be like a 30-second quick look done, right? I should have probably just told them forget about it. Let's get going, right? Even for our fans' sake of it, it's like let's just get playing. But yeah, it is what it is. It goes both sides. At the end of the day, there's no excuse. We lost the game. They were better than us. They won 4-3, and we got to move on.
Any other questions for Coach?
Thanks.